Hello, it's me again. Day 6 of the What is Love Bible study. And today we're going to focus on the sixth description of what love is in 1 Corinthians 13. Love is not self seeking. So I'm going to share my thoughts about it. In a relationship where there is love, there is reciprocation. A self seeking person is only concerned about what he or she can gain. One person's needs are met while the other person is neglected. Some people aren't aware of just how self consumed they are. This is where self inventory is a great idea. This should be done in the season of singleness. Do not get into a relationship, please, if you are not ready to put others' needs before yours. And not all the time, it's the willingness that is needed. There will be times when your partner needs you to put in a little more than them because of something that they're going through, and vice versa. No one can be 100% on all the time. We cover one another. That's what Christ does for us. Our righteousness is as filthy rags. So, Christ's sacrifice for our sins allows us to take on his righteousness. Where our goodness isn't sufficient, Christ provides the increase. Before people enter into unions, certain characteristics need to be developed. A few are, and this is just a few, the ability to compromise, the ability to delay gratification, forgiveness, and unselfishness. When you love someone, you want to please them. You would care about their happiness, even if you have to do an activity that you aren't necessarily interested in. Making them smile somehow satisfies you. This isn't something that we naturally do, though. Our nature is to make sure that we're happy. The world would have us to focus on ourselves and our own needs, to love ourselves more than we love anyone else. I've read this time and time again through many posts on social media. It sounds good, but is it godly? No, it isn't. Keep in mind that as Christians, our goal is to show others the love of God and follow after Christ, to model our lives after the way he lived while on earth. Did he ever teach us to love ourselves above anyone else? In John 15:12, Jesus commands us to love one another the same way that he has loved us. In Luke 6:27 through 28, he even urges us to love our enemies and those that mistreat us. Those are likely people that wouldn't do anything to benefit us, but he still expects us to love them. Did he ever teach us to learn to love ourselves before we can love others? Sounds like great advice, but it is not what Jesus taught. Philippians 2:3 says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves." Galatians 5:14 tells us to love our neighbor as ourselves. Some people would infer that self love is paramount and teach nothing about loving others with the same intensity. Loving yourself should never be taught at the expense of loving others. As you see, the scriptures don't advise us to love others after we love ourselves or to love others a little less than we love ourselves. The lesson here is one of humility and is the same as in Luke 6:31, to treat others as we would have people treat us. Imagine if Christ loved himself more than us. We'd still be disconnected from the Father, bound by the sacrificial laws that required a sacrifice for the remission of our sins. Thank God for Jesus. Christ could have called leagues of angels down to rescue him from the abuse of his accusers, but he is selfless. Even though they were persecuting him, he still pleaded with the Father for the forgiveness of their sins. The opposite of self seeking. If I'm being honest, all of this is hard work and we can't do it in our own strength. With God's help, though, all things are possible. Philippians 4:13. If we submit our will to God, He will guide us in how to love others, leading us to serve them even when they can't do anything for us in return. If you find a self seeking or controlling person, they are not fully submitted to God. There's no way that you can open yourself up to God's leading while simultaneously denying people the love that you have freely received. You can't adequately serve others if you only care about your needs and wants. Pray for the inclination to be self seeking to go away so you can be an adequate servant of God each and every day. You might be the only view of God they get to see. So that's it. That's day 6. Join me tomorrow for day 7. Love you guys so much.